This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, good morning, welcome. Okay, so on Saturday we started with the Tableau server and we have created our server. So Pooja was sharing her screen. So Pooja, would you be able to share your screen? Let us go through that.
Your Shane.
Let me make you presenter. Okay, and you open the dashboard, any dashboard, Superstore.
In the Tableau public.
No, in the Tableau desktop. Yeah, open. Where is Superstore?
Mm,
Okay, cancel this. Uh,
I have saved it to Tableau public server, so it would not be at
hmm,
the desktop. Can we open it from the Tableau public server in the tab?
yeah, go to file.
No?
Here there is no option. Right. Click on open.
Network.
Um, I gave. You must have downloaded US Superstore from the Google Drive, right?
Yeah.
You must have downloaded
But
somewhere.
the dashboard, direct dashboard, let me show you the Google Drive. Here it is.
Projects. Okay, right click on US Superstore dashboard. Right click. Download. Download. Okay. Now go to your dashboard. Don't
Mm.
open from here. Yeah, show in. Go
No,
to mhm.
I was saying this
Where
where the
you.
location is here.
Hmm. Okay, now let us go to your tablet desktop. File, open. Go to downloads on the left hand side. Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, it will come. It will come. It will load.
Okay. It takes that much time.
Mm,
I think
do okay. Yeah, maximize. Now let me take your control.
okay.
Let me take the control of your system. You can say yes. Okay. Um, so what did we do? We want to share this dashboard to someone. Now, how do we do that? We want to put this onto the Tableau server. So On Saturday, what we did is you want to go to server, click on sign in, but there is no server. So in the companies, when you will be going it, if uh, those teams have already set up, the Tableau, they will be giving the server URL. So it's like the URL to connect it to that server. But now we don't have any server. So what we will do is go to Tableau online. I'm sure everyone must have done it already. So go to Tableau online and you would see this username and password. So everyone created these credentials. Ramesh, Krishna, Rashekar, Shiva, Vamshi, Venkat, Jyoti, Paramesh. Everyone created it. If not done yet, you can do it now as well. Yeah, click on sign in. Okay, okay, now let me take back the control. So if I click on what happened? Yeah, if I click on the server, now it says signed in to. As Pooja entered the credentials, username, and password, she signed into the Tableau server. Okay, if you want to sign out, you can sign out. Now, what do we do next? We'll have to go to publish workbook. So if I click on publish workbook, it says default, and this is the dashboard. Let me say US Superstore dashboard. Let me remove this one, and let me select this and let me publish it. I'll come to those options in some time. Let me publish it. See, it says publishing views. Now it will open, it'll go to the server, it will open it in a browser. It will do that in a minute. See, it is going to the browser. So basically, it is opening that server in the browser, online tableau.com, the site, and the Tableau server name given by Pooja was, I think, Pooja Tableau 007. That was the Tableau server name which Pooja has given. You could see that in the URL. Now it says, okay, US Superstore dashboard publishing complete. I'll do okay. Now, let us come to this server. What are the things which are there in this server? So the very first tab you see is content. Now in the content helps us to organize our dashboards. Okay. Um, so basically here you would see all the folders. Here you would see all the folders. So by default, there is only one folder now default. Let's say IT department guys wants to put their stuff, you will create a folder. Let's say, let me say, create project is nothing but a folder. Okay, so create project, and here I would say IT guys. So here in the description you can say all the employees who are developing dashboards for IT department. Now do create. Now it created the IT folder. Now let's say I create one more folder and say create project, and let's say for marketing guys, I'm creating marketing. Do create. Now this will be the one time. So whenever in the company, when the Tableau setup happens, when the servers gets created, at that time you know, the team who is in charge of this Tableau, they will take a decision, okay, with how many folders we want, what will be the folder names, and so on. Let's say you created this IT and marketing. Now, so create project is nothing but create folder. Now, if you see here, if I go to default, you see one dashboard. This is where we have published. If I go to IT folder, it's empty. Can you all hear me? Jyoti is saying I'm not audible. Okay, one second. Let me reply to Jyoti. Can you hear me now? Okay, so we have created this folder, and now how do we save it onto a particular folder while doing it, right? So let's say I want to put that US Superstore into IT folder. Okay, now let me go. Where is that? Okay, this one, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to server. I'm going to publish workbook. Now the project folder you see at the top, this is nothing but the folder in which folder we want to do. Previously it was default. Now, if I click on that, you would see the IT and marketing folder also. Let me say, okay, I want to put it in the marketing folder, and name of the dashboard is this. Okay, name of the dashboard is this. And then here, if you see sheets, now a dashboard, this US Superstore dashboard consists of sheets and dashboards, right? What do we mean by sheets and dashboard? Sheets are the ones which we have built every chart. Dashboard is the one where we have brought all the sheets together. Now, when the users will be opening this dashboard, what do you want them to see? We have to specify here. So we want everything, all the sheets plus dashboard, or only dashboards. So we don't want individual sheets to be seen by the user, right? We want only dashboard. If I say only dashboard, all these sheets gets unselected. Only US Superstore dashboard is selected. This is the dashboard, correct? Now I am clicking on publish, and I've selected marketing folder. Now it will go and put this onto the server. Okay, it will pop up. Okay, now if I go to content, and if I go to marketing, I would see this dashboard. Everyone, can you all come till here? I'll give a couple of minutes. So those who have not created the server part, go and create it. Then open the US Superstore in the Tableau desktop, not the public, and create two folders, IT and marketing. Try to put it in the marketing folder. I'll give a couple of minutes. Pooja, you can also give it a try. So what you do is same one, try to publish it to some other folder. You can also try meanwhile.
Okay, Srinu.
Yeah, same US Superstore, try to publish it into, let's say, IT folder so that you will also have some hands-on. Yeah.
Okay.
If anyone gets stuck somewhere, please let me know because this is very important. Sheets, only dashboards. Yeah, so we don't have to unselect manually. So when we select, yeah, only dashboard will get selected. Yeah, click on the empty space at the top next to sheets. There is some empty space, right? Yeah, click on that.
Here at the empty space, I need to click here.
Ah, that's fine. Yeah, now go and publish it. Okay, you can now go to contents at the top. Go to IT folder where you have saved it, and in that you will see. Yeah, don't click on that. I'll talk about that. So everyone is done. Anusha, Paramesh, Jyoti, Ramesh, Krishna, Naveen, Rashikar, Siddhartha, Venkat, Vamshi, Srinu. Let me know if you're facing any issues at any step. If you're done, can you all ping in the chat window if you're done so that I'll come to know? Okay, Vamshi is done. Let me give one more minute. Okay. Um, so in the companies, let's say if you don't get chance to create the folders, but you know how they might have done it, right? So everyone would not have access because sometimes what happens is if there are too many folders, it will be very tough to manage all that stuff later on. Let's say if there are like hundreds of dashboards, you know so creating those folders, the permissions will be given only to Tableau admin. So there will be an administrator. So in the team, let's say it's a 10-member team, couple of people would have full access to the server. Only those people can create those folders. So they are the lead kind of a people where they will be given some additional access to do all that stuff. So otherwise, everyone can go and create their own folders later on. They will not clean up the things. It will be very tough to manage later on. So there will be dedicated people who will go and create those folders. So if you want to create a folder, you will contact them and they will create a folder. But it will be very limited. They'll make sure the folders are very limited. Okay. Now, um, okay. So this is where If I go to content, let's say I'll go to marketing. In that, you see this dashboard. Now let's click on this dashboard. Let's click on this dashboard. You see these views, data sources, extract, refresh, right? Now views is nothing but in that dashboard, how many views we have. We have only one superstore, right? If I go here, how many dashboards we have in this US superstore? There's only one. That's why it is showing one. Imagine if it was sales and marketing, in that there were many dashboards internally. So all those dashboards will get published. Now there's only one here. Now if I go to the data sources, let's go to data sources. What do you see here is it's an extract. And when did the last refresh happen? Today, Feb 11 at this time. So when we first published, Pooja published it, it was around like 7:17. So what is an extract concept, guys? Extract is nothing but a copy, right? So there are two kinds of connections. If you remember, live and extract. Live means real time. We don't have to create any copy. If any change to the underlying data, the dashboard will automatically pull when you have a live. But for this dashboard, you have created an extract. Now, if I go back to this, if I go back, if I go back to the sheet, I go back to data sources. Okay, so the data which in this dashboard they have used is directly a Tableau data extract. That's fine. So, but how do we generally do? How do we create an extract? We will go to extract. It will ask us to save, and that dashboard we will publish it. If I go here, okay, let me show you the live and extract later on. Yeah. So if I go to this view, now how the users would be accessing it? If I go to the view, and this is how the dashboard is opening, correct? And I can go and play, it will change. So it's dynamic. It's interactive. Tableau dashboards are interactive, right? On the browser, when the users will open it, they can play with anything, and the dashboards, the views would change accordingly. Now at the top, there is a share button. There is a share button, and there is an embedded code, and there is a link here. Now this is the link which we will be sharing with our clients. When they open this link, they should open the same dashboard. They should see this same dashboard. Now let's give it a try. um, I've copied that link, and let's say I want this to be shared with Vamshi. So I'm sharing this link in the chat window. Vamshi, can you try to open it? I'm copying it. Okay, Pooja, I won't be able to copy the link. Can you go to share? Can you copy the link? Copy it, then go to the chat window and put it in the chat window. Yeah, put it in the chat window, paste it. Pooja, are you there?
No, I
Your voice is breaking, Pooja. We cannot hear you.
I'm saying I'm here. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what I'm saying is, copy that link, copy it, and
Uh-huh.
put it in the chat window.
Okay.
Ping that link in the chat window.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Done.
Vamshi, can you click on that link? Okay. Pooja has developed the dashboard. She has put it onto the server. Now, Vamshi is the client. Let's say Vamshi is the client. Now, this link we are sharing with Vamshi. Now, Vamshi, can you click on that link and see if you are able to access it? Now, let me make you presenter, Vamshi, yeah, so that we will be able to say. Later on, I'll again make Pooja presenter. Can you share your screen, Vamshi? Yeah. So when Vamshi clicked on that link, it asked for this. So he needs to, again sign in, right? No unauthorized users can access that. Even he has to enter his credentials to the server, right? Okay. So what it says, you are not a member of this site. So it is not opening the dashboard US Superstore which Pooja has shared with Vamshi, right? Even after doing that login, because we haven't provided the appropriate permissions. Now, let me make you presenter, Pooja. So, Vamshi, we will again come back to you. Once we add you, we will give the permissions. Um, okay, Pooja, you can share your screen now. And let me. Okay, do I have the access? Yeah, I have the control. Now, now see. So everyone understood till here the problem. What is the problem here? Once we publish it, we need to provide access. No one else can should access this, right? By default. Now there is a tab called users. Let's come to the users. Now here, who is the user? It's only Pooja. It's her site. That's why its site administrator is Pooja. She is the owner of this site. Correct. Now I want to add users, so I would say add users. Enter email addresses. Now, Vamshi, can you ping your email ID in the chat? And Pooja, you can copy that email ID and paste it here once Vamshi gives the email ID.
Okay.
Yeah. So copy that email ID and paste it into this box, Pooja.
I'm looking for his mail ID. Where it is.
Yeah, in the chat he has pinged. Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, okay. One second. Now, okay, I've added it. Okay, that's fine. Now, if you see on this site, Vamshi is also one user. Vamshi is also one user. Now, like this, we will keep on adding all the users. Now, the question would be how we will assign the permission to that particular dashboard. So, in your folder, just like how we have US Superstore, like that, there will be hundreds of dashboards. Now, is it all the users which we will add, they need to access those hundreds of dashboard? Not necessary, right? Out of those 100 users, 10 users needs access to this US Superstore. Now, how do we link it to a particular dashboard, right? So if I go back to the dashboard and there will be these three dots here, right? There will be these three dots and you have these permissions. You have these permissions. Now it says all users. Now by default, even Vamshi got added here because there are two users currently, Pooja and Vamshi. Now Vamshi, can you open that dashboard, enter your credential? You should be able to see this dashboard now. You should be able to see this dashboard now. Try that, Vamshi, and let us know if you're able to access it. So you should see this dashboard if everything goes well. Yeah, so Vamshi can see it now. Why? Because we have provided the appropriate permissions. Now, if I go back to this permissions, sorry, if I go back to this folder, in the folder, this is the dashboard, right? I'll go there, say permissions, and it says all users. Now, the problem with this is if there are hundreds of users, by default, it will give access to hundreds of users, all users. Now, I want to add a particular user to this dashboard. So instead of, I'll tell what is this group, I would select this user. I want to provide access only to, okay, before that, let me add few more users. It will be easy for you to understand. Let us add few more users. Now let's say I'm adding one more user and say add users. Right now there are three users. If I go to the dashboard permissions, and by default all users within this site would have access to this dashboard, all users. Now I don't want that, only Vamshi should access that dashboard. So what I will do is, first of all, I'll click on edit here and say none. So we will talk about these things. I'll say none here. Okay, I'll say none and say delete. Okay, now no one will be able to access that dashboard. Now I want Vamshi to say it. So it says add a user, and I would say I want a particular user. What is group we will see. I want Vamshi to access it. See, it adds this Vamshi here. It says none. Now this drop down talks about what kind of permissions you want to have. So we have generally like read, write, only write, right? So viewer is the one who will be able to just see it, but they won't be able to play with the filters. So let's say you have country filter, city filter, those filters, they won't be able to click on it. It will be just a static view. Interactor is the one is for read only. It is also like a viewer, but the benefit of interactor is The word itself is interactor. That means you will be able to interact with the dashboard. You can, sort the data. You can, filter certain things. Dynamic. Now, if I select this interactor, that means this interactor role, they won't be able to do any changes to the dashboard. Okay. Even viewer cannot do any changes to the dashboard. Okay, so mostly to the clients we give interactor because they can do anything they want, right? Whatever filter they want. So it's always good to have this interactor. Now, what is these three things? Is if you say interactor, all these are the different permissions, customizations you can do it. That means they can view, they can download the dashboard as an image or PDF, all these things. They can download the data, they can put some comments, they can do the filter. So this is tick mark means they can do the filtering, they can download the full data and so on. So let's say if you don't want them to download the data, this is the tick mark for downloading the data. This is how you can remember. Okay, now if I click on this, now this access I have removed it. You can customize it based on the requirement. Let's say I want them to download it. So sometimes users come and say that, okay, they are not able to download any data. Then you will come here to that user and you would see, okay, what has happened? This is this we haven't given any access. Let me click on it. Let me give the access, save. Then you will say the users, okay, can you check now? I have given access. Now this edit, nothing is selected because edit means users will be able to save, users will be able to download the workbook and do the changes, users will be able to delete the dashboard. We don't want that, right? Who should have this edit? It's the owner of the dashboard, it's the developer. As Pooja is the owner of this US Superstore, she should have all the permissions on the edit. She should be able to do any changes. She should be able to delete whenever she wants, but not Vamshi, right? So we will not give access to this. Now, this when you say interactor, everything will be taken care. You don't have to worry about it. Imagine like if this was not there, everything you would have selected manually. Now I would say save. So this US Superstore dashboard, who will be able to access now? Vamshi as an interactor. As an interactor. See? Can you all try this out? I'll give a couple of minutes, those who have not done yet. Add the user, any users. How do we add the users? Go to users tab, add the users. Once you are done with that, how do we assign the permission? So users tab allows us to just add the users. We haven't said, right, this users needs to access which dashboard. So for that, we have to go to that dashboard and click on this and say permissions and do this. Those who have done, you can ping in the chat window. That is not the permission, right? You have clicked on the folder. We don't want to click on the folder. Cancel this. Cancel this window also. So this permission option which you have selected, just go and check where did you click. You have clicked on those three dots on the folder, not on the folder. What we want it on the dashboard. Yeah, go inside that IT folder. On this dashboard, you want to provide permissions, right? So click on these three dots, say permissions, and do that stuff. Everyone done? Yes, Venkat, Siddhartha, Shiva, we all are quiet. Ramesh, Rajshekhar, Rahul, Naveen, Jyoti, Anusha.
Shrinu, where we have changed it to none, where it was showing all users.
Yeah, click on those three dots, all users, do edit, and in that drop down, custom, instead of custom, say none.
Okay, okay.
Okay, yeah, sure, Ramesh, sure. Okay, now let me cancel this. Okay. Um, if I go back to the users now, one of the challenge here is if there are so many users, let's say for that dashboard there are 50 users. So the problem over here is if I go back to the permissions, if I go back to permissions, I will have to add those 50 users here by adding, going to user. Let's say if I want to add this Tableau training email ID access also, I'll go here. I will make that as interactor and I will do save. Right now, one of the other thing I want to show is there's something called as editor. Editor is the permission where a user would be having full access. He can do anything he want. He can delete it, he can edit, he can update it. So but this editor permission should have only for the owner of the dashboard. In our case it's Pooja, right? So ideally in the companies, to all the users we will give it as an interactor. So if Pooja opens this US Superstore, she would be having all the access because she is the owner of it, right? But for everyone else it should be interactor. Okay. Now if there are multiple users, you will manually add those users. And let's say the problem over there is if the users, we don't want to provide the download access. So for all those 50 users, you will remove this. What happened? Sorry. Yeah. For all those 50 users, you will come here and do manually one by one at a time. That will be tedious task. Now to tackle this, there is a concept called as groups. Now what does groups consist of? Groups consists of users. Groups consists of users, right? Now if I go to these groups, by default there will be all users. Let's say if there are 100 users, all the 100 users will be there in it, but all those 100 users I don't want it to view particular dashboard. Now I will create new group and let's say this I am saying superstore dashboard users. I am creating a group and it creates this group here. Now the users, it says 0. Now there is no one in this group. I'll go there and I would say add users. So let's say who is my US Superstore users? It's only Vamshi and it's this Tableau training. Like this, you would have hundreds of users. You will select, okay, these are the 50 users I want to provide access to that dashboard. You will select like that. In our case, there are only two. I would add the users. I would add the users. Now, if I go to groups in this superstore dashboard users, there are two users, right? Now, how do we assign this group? The concept of group is I'll go to that dashboard, I'll click over here and say permissions. Now, previously we were adding one user at a time, correct? One user at a time. Now I will delete those users because like if there are so many users, it will be very difficult going forward. Now all users is none. Okay. Now I will go here and previously we learned how to add a particular user and provide the permissions to it. But if too many users, it will be very difficult. So we will go by this group approach. Now, what is the group which we have? Superstore dashboard users which we have created. Now, how many users are there in that? There are two users, right? We are providing access at the group level. So for those people, I'm saying it as interactor and save. Now, if you click on this below window shows who are the users present in that group. It's Vamshi and me. Understood. Now it becomes very much easy, right? If I want to do any changes to these users, I'll just go here and say edit. If I want to do any changes, I don't want to provide this permission, I'll remove it and save. Automatically, you see this one grayed out. Automatically for all the users present in that group, that will be changed. So instead of adding individual users in the companies because the users are so many, we create a group, add certain users who wants access to that, and it will be done. Can you all try this out? Let me go here. Let me save it. Can you all try this out? I'll give a couple of minutes. The concept of group. Pooja, you can do that in the IT folder if you want. Assign permissions
Okay.
to this group. Yeah, group is already there. You can use the same group, that's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Assign the same group, Superstore users. First say all users has none. All users has none first. Click on those three dots, edit, say none, delete. Click on delete. Yeah. Now you go and add, yeah, Superstore dashboard users. Say interactor, permissions as interactor in the drop down instead of none.
It's not L. Okay. Okay. But it's at the top.
Save.
Yes.
So this is how you will add permission at the group level. A group consists of several users. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Why it's not
can
allowing for the added permission to change it?
yeah, because this that is interactor, right? You don't want people to edit it. If you want it, again go back to that. Yeah, go back to that dot. Say edit. change that to editor instead of interactor, make it editor. See, those also will be get tick marked.
Okay, okay.
So this is like those users would have full access. They can delete your dashboard, Pooja.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, when you have editor. Everyone done till here on any question from anyone? Okay. Now we looked at contents, we looked at users, we looked at groups concept, we looked at the project folders, how do we create the groups, how do we add the users, right? Now, as I said, if I go back to the marketing, if I go back to this view, if you remember when we talked about live and extract, we create a copy, correct? If I go here, when I say this as an extract, when I say this as an extract, you see these two cylindrical icons here? That means this is an extract. Now, since extract is a copy, whenever we created it, if there is any data gets changed in that, users will see the old data only. Users will see the old data because last time you created that extract, that needs to be refreshed, right? One option is what? Whenever there is any change in the data, you will go here, right click, extract, refresh. So that copy will get refreshed, but still the users will see the old data because that copy, that dashboard, again we need to go and publish it. Basically, we need to overwrite it. We need to overwrite it. Then only users will see. So every time if there is any change in the data, you have to go, you have to manually refresh it and again publish it so that users will see. Now, how do we automate this stuff? Only the data is getting changed. There is nothing changing in the dashboard. No chart, nothing is changing on the design part. Only the data is getting changed. Now, can we schedule this refresh extract? We can do that. So if I go to here, if I, you see refresh extracts here, refresh extracts. So if you click on this refresh extracts, and they will be schedule a refresh, and you can choose. Tableau has given us these options. When do you want this extract needs to be refreshed? So let's say daily at 5:30 a.m. I want it schedule refresh. Now if I go back to this, you see this extract refresh, now it's one. I previously it was zero because now we have scheduled a refresh, right? So it says full refresh daily at around this time, right? It was never run. The next run is tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Now tomorrow at this time that ref extract will automatically refresh it so that when the users click on it, they would see the latest data. So this automates your stuff, right? Instead of you go and manually refresh it, you are scheduling it. Understood this step, everyone? all try that out as well. How do we do that? Go to the dashboard, refresh extracts, schedule a refresh, and select whatever you want. And for live, it is not required because live is a live connection, real time connection. If there is any change in the data, it's not a copy. So these options would only applicable if it is an extract. Okay. Now you understood about the share option. Uh, Once you have done everything, you will share this link to the clients after providing the permissions. Okay. So you will put that link on the email and say that, okay, this is the dashboard link. You can access the dashboard by using that link. Now, sometimes we also want to download this view as an image, or you want to download the underlying data, or you want to download this as a PDF or a PowerPoint. There are a lot of options out there. Let's say this snapshot you want to send it to a management. You can, download that as an image or a PDF and you can send it. So a lot of download options are there. Now you can also download. If I go here,
Shrinu, can we continue tomorrow? I need to leave now.
okay, 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 yeah. Okay, so we will continue tomorrow. So what we will do is few things which are pending. It will not take 10-15 minutes. So tomorrow I'll be taking a mock interview. Okay, and I have already uploaded uh, the interview questions on the Google Drive. So tomorrow I'll be taking a mock interview. So don't miss it. So if I go back to the interview questions, so read these documents before tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we will end today and we will connect back tomorrow again. Anybody has any questions? I can stay for another 10 minutes or so. Anybody has any questions? I can stay. Pooja, you
Uh,
can
Srini,
uh,
drop off. Yeah, Pooja, you can drop off.
Uh, okay. You
Srini,
will take back the control and show.
Yeah, I have taken. Yeah, I have taken the control. You can log off.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you
So
so
let
much.
me take. Meanwhile, if anybody has any question, Vamshi, you have a Venkat.
yeah, Srini
yes,
Venkat.
I have.
Venkat. Okay, let me go back, go to Venkat. Vamshi, I'll come in few minutes. Yeah, Venkat,
Yep.
tell me.
I want to install the desktop and the server. How to connect? Just show me once. I will share you my screen.
Okay, okay. I'll make you presenter. You can share your screen. Okay. Yeah, but this is Tableau public. Did you download Tableau desktop, Venkat, or
Yeah,
no?
a long time back I installed desktop, Srini. That's why. One second.
Mm-hmm. Can you open? But it might have expired, I guess, the trial version. Let's see.
Can I go to the Google?
Uh, can you go to first start? Can you go to your start menu? Let us type for
Start me.
Tableau. Search for Tableau in that box. 1 second. So you have Tableau 2018.2, it seems. Okay.
Yeah.
When did you do that? Before two
Almost a
weeks are
few months
gone
back
or
I installed.
2 months? Okay. Now you have to download new then. Okay. Go to Google.
Okay.
Say download Tableau desktop. Yeah. Yeah. Click on that first link. Enter your email ID. Download free trial, yes. Yeah. So it will get downloaded. So meanwhile, what you do is go to Google again, open a new tab. Here type Tableau. Yeah. Go to Google. Type Tableau online server.
Tableau online server.
Yeah. Yeah. Click on that login Tableau online. Yeah. Click on that. Okay. So you have to create your logins first. Not here. No, no, no. So that was for Tableau public. So do sign up here. You say sign up. This is a different server. Sign up below.
Sign up.
Yeah. You have to register to this Tableau online. One second. Don't click. Don't click. It will pop up a window.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you enter your details. Confirm your email ID. Organization, you can give anything. ABC or something, any dummy thing also, that's fine. Can you scroll down? Okay. You can give anything. ABC. Say ABC. Okay. Department.
Department.
Analytics. Yes.
Analytics.
Job
Job
role.
role.
Select anything. Analyst.
Analyst.
Say analyst. That's fine. Huh. Okay. That is also fine. Enter any code, postal code of
Okay.
yours.
Fourth.
Yeah. Select that. That's fine. Select that. Phone number. You can give some dummy number. Enter some 10 numbers or so. Okay, fine. Let's do request free trial. Yes. So don't click on anywhere. Let that come. One second. So we are creating your site, it says. Okay, now go to your email box. You might have received one email to activate your site. Yeah, click on that. Activate my site. Click on activate my site. Scroll down.
Yes, you know.
Scroll down. Scroll down. You would see activate
Act.
my site. Click on
Yes.
that. Now enter again your first name and last name because in the previous one they haven't provided any password, right? So in this step you will provide your password.
Oh.
Keep the same password. It'll be easy for you.
भाई सीरियस होके बैठा है ना इसलिए पूछ
Again,
रहा
confirm
है
the password.
भाई याद कर रहा है उसको कैसे हो गया कि कैसे
Name your site. Give any name.
Yes.
Let's say Venkat. Give any name, Venkat. Yeah, fine. Calm down. Calm down. Yeah. Don't do anything over there. Click on that checkbox. I have read and agree and say activate my site. Yeah. Save. Now 1 second. You see what Pooja was showing, you got the same. Cancel,
Yes.
right? So from here, you can proceed by creating the folder, adding the users and all that stuff. But for that, you need to have the Tableau desktop which you are downloading. Okay,
Okay.
Venkat? Because
Yes.
in Tableau Public, if you go, you will not see that server option. Go to Tableau Public. No, the software, Tableau Public which you were showing. Over here, there is no server menu at the top. You see, there is no server menu.
Right.
So the one which you are downloading, install it, open your dashboard from that trial version. Yeah, close this. Okay. So the one which you are downloading, it is 2018.3. So another 2 weeks you can use it. It's not done yet. You are still
Okay.
downloading it. If you go to your browser, still see on the bottom status bar, it's downloading.
Let's stop.
Yeah, it's still
Okay.
downloading, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can try this today. Install
Okay.
it,
Okay.
open any of the dashboard from the trial version, Tableau desktop version, and now
Okay.
you know the credentials. Go to server, sign in, enter your credentials. It should be done.
Okay. Sure. Thanks. Thanks, Ashwini. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Vamshi, you had a question, right?
Yeah, yeah. So can you just help me with the scheduler? I could not do it. That's the part.
Okay, okay. Let me make you presenter. Okay, you can share your screen now. Yeah. Um, 1 second. Huh? Yeah. Now click on those three dots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. You will not see that refresh from here. So what you did is from the folder you went to US Superstore. In the US Superstore, you again went back to a particular view. See, we are in that view section.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to go one step back. So at the top, you see explore marketing and superstore slash. Click on
Yes.
marketing. We will directly jump to marketing folder. Now here we want to click on those three dots.
Mm-hmm.
You will see that refresh extract option. Click on that. Now you want to
Okay.
schedule. You want to schedule. No, 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 no. Click on that
Install.
again, three dots. Uh, refresh extract. Because see, you just did full refresh, but you haven't specified, okay, you want it daily or monthly or what time,
Okay.
right? So
Okay.
go to
Okay.
schedule the refresh. Then you select, okay, let's say daily at 5:30 a.m. Then you click on it, schedule refresh.
Okay.
Now, how do we confirm? Once you have set that refresh, how do we confirm? You just go into the dashboard now. Click on that dashboard. Now you see views, data sources, extract, refresh, extract, refresh. Yeah, click on that.
Okay.
You see this? Correct? So tomorrow at this time, automatically the refresh would happen.
Okay.
So this is how in the companies we do. So as I said, you could still have the live connection. If you have a live connection, there is no concept of extract only. We don't have to refresh. There is no concept of extract. Whatever gets changed in the underlying tables, everything will get loaded. But as I said, live connection sometimes it's when the users are opening, it's pretty much slow if the data is so huge. So what we generally do is when we know that okay, the data comes at so and so time. After that, okay, at this time, let me put it on an extract refresh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. And Sinu, one more question was, did you get a chance to take a look at the dashboard? What I was asking
that
yes. On
calculation. Oh
yeah.
no. So let me look at. I'll surely take some time today. After this class only, let me spend some time. I was out on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, let me spend some time. Any other
And
question, or only that calculation
no, no,
thing?
no, only that calculation part. So,
Okay.
our other question was, I think on Thursday or on Wednesday, you were sharing another dashboard where you had a lot of formulas. You said you'd share it with us. So I was
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
expecting, so I was expecting if you could share it with us, that would be helpful, so that I can
Did I
go
not
around all the form.
upload? One second. Did I not upload?
Or
I
you did?
I thought I must have done projects. Okay, no, I haven't. Okay, okay. So let me put that also, Vamshi. Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, no problem.
So those are a lot of calculations are there. So
Yeah,
if anyone wants to, understand a lot of calculations, the formulas are already written. You can just go through them and start building your own.
yeah.
Okay, great. So tomorrow,
Okay.
uh, there are few things which are left on the server part, but at least now you got complete picture like Vamshi, Venkat. What is the process? What we do on the Tableau desktop? What do we do on the
Yeah.
Tableau server? Got it? Complete picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow, let's have that mock interview, and then I'll tell what are the different types of questions you might expect on that server part.
So, a
We
quick
will talk
question on
about.
that, So,
Hmm.
when we attend these interviews and on Tableau, so will they ask us to build any charts or build any dashboards and show it to them in the interview,
No,
or will
no,
they
no,
ask it?
no, no. So they'll just see nowadays like lot of interviews happens on the call, right?
Uh-huh.
But we will try to check, okay, how do we create an extract? How do you refresh? So on the call itself, you can tell, okay, this is where we find the options. How do we build the bar chart? Let's say you drag
Okay.
certain columns onto the row, certain columns onto the columns, change that to bar. They might ask, okay, how do you create a calculated field? Do you know it? How do you
Okay.
publish a dashboard onto the server? So they'll try to check these concepts. So no one will ask you to, okay, you build the dashboard and show no.
So even on a one-on-one also, they would not ask these questions, is it?
One on one also, I have not heard there could be some cases, but see, like no company would take you to their into their office, into onto their desktop and ask you to build. There will be like small companies they might be doing it, but if you take about big companies, no team would take you to their workstations and ask you. They will give the system to you and ask you to do it. But
Okay.
yes, even I heard there will be some small companies. They might ask.
Okay.
They might have some dummy computers at their companies, and they might ask, but the chances are very low.
Okay.
So 1-2% chances they might ask to build, but the chances are very low. Lot of 99% of the companies would not do that. They'll try to just ask those options. Do you know all that stuff?
Okay. Okay. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Frankly, I have not seen like any company asking you to come to the office and giving the requirement, telling to build. No, they will not do. But whatever we have learned so far, whether it is Tableau desktop or server, you should be very comfortable, in speaking about anything. If they ask what is a parameter, you should be comfortable in speaking what is a parameter. That level of knowledge we should have. And that will
Okay.
come. All those interview questions, the purpose of conducting the mock interview is that only. Because all the things which we have learned, sometimes, we don't express ourselves, okay, what to tell, right? So that mock interview would help everyone to how to tackle the interviews.
So the reason I was asking this question because if someone asks me like how to create a parameter or any chart, I can do that. But if they ask me to tell it orally, I don't think I would be that confident to tell them over a phone or anything. That's the reason I was asking.
Yeah, but if you are comfortable in, working on that, if they say that, but in your mind, on a high level, you have that concept, right?
Yeah,
What does the parameter do? Where do you go and find that option? That will be clear anyways, right? You can
yeah.
tell the same thing on the call. Okay, I'll go to
Okay.
this column, click on right click
Create
app,
parameter. Yeah.
create parameter, and then, we would enter. So
Select the
if you
type and stuff.
yeah. So the good thing about that is if I give you a tool and say, uh, ask you to create it, in your mind already those steps are feeded. You just have to
Yeah.
tell. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah. Thank you.
anybody has any other question? And I hope it's been a month from where we started, from where we are. Like, how are you all finding these sessions? Vamshi, Venkat, if anyone wants to talk about what is the change you see in yourself? Is there any change in terms of learning of Tableau?
So, before this also, I was working on Tableau. So I had about maybe 8 months of
Okay.
experience on Tableau.
Uh-huh.
So, but I never used a server or anything. What we used to do in our organization was we used to have Excel files. We used to put it in the, so we used to, so the way we schedule reports, we used to have a monthly refresh of those Excel files and we used to upload it into the Tableau desktop and we used to send it to send it to our stakeholder and he used to look at it in the Tableau reader. So
Oh,
I never had I never had an idea of how to use the server or
so
stuff
okay.
and we never built any complex formulas. The max formula what I had written was to calculate a growth percentage or
Mm-hmm.
contribution percentage and stuff. So the first time I had seen formulas like lookup and also actually
Mm-hmm.
lookup formula had helped me in creating one of the formulas in real time. So
Okay.
that was helpful. So that's the reason I was asking you if you had the dashboard
Mhm.
where you had all the formulas where so that I can
Correct.
use it in my
Got
real time.
got it. Got it. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
And see, like if we follow this, I'm sure if you have honestly, and this is for everyone, I'm saying, honestly, if you have followed the hands-on and assignments, you will see that change. You will see that confidence in you. See, I'm not expecting 100% any dashboard, 100% you should be able to know. What was my objective? And like 70-80% of it, if you are able to do it, then it's more than enough to grab the job. And I've seen from the previous batches of my Tableau, there are many people, you can check with Ram also. There are many people who have, jumped into full-fledged Tableau also. So they learn SAS, they learn Tableau. Um, when they uploaded their CVs, they got, some profiles where SAS plus Tableau. There are some profiles they only wanted Tableau. Even, people moved because they, wanted to, have that. They were not working, so they chose Tableau also. See, there are a lot of opportunities when you learn this BI tool. Analytics plus you can build your own career if you are interested in these visualizations, dashboard stuff. It's very useful. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining. We will end today and we will connect tomorrow for the mock interview. And on Wednesday, we will close and we will talk about how do we update the CVs, what is the next way forward, how do we tackle the interview, all that stuff we will see in next couple of days. Okay, so thank you. We will connect tomorrow. Have a great day.